Welcome to another edition of First and 10 with Rams football coach Joe Prud'homme. I'm Jimmy the St. Christopher. Rams reached 3 milestones in the victory over Texas College Saturday at Farrington. First of all, they went 4-0 at home this year, undefeated. They have a winning record now for the first time since their rebirth in 2017, as they'll finish no worse than 6-4, and they rolled up 69 points, the most points they have scored in their last 5 years. Coach, how good does it feel that these guys are winners?
Great. It's a huge relief, man. It's a big relief. Our guys have worked very, very hard ever since the last 2 or 3 years, however long you want to go back. But the guys that have been here have worked very hard to get to this point. And, man, just to get that sixth win, to know that you've got it done, and also to finish out undefeated at home was a really big deal for us. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Kids played hard, had a good third quarter for a change. I was happy with the effort overall.
What would you attribute, other than the kids working hard, what would you attribute the turnaround to?
I would say that we're older. You know, we've matured as a football team. We've gotten a little bit older. I think our culture is so much better than it's ever been. I think that we're playing the best complementary football we have since I've been here. The change we made with our offense and the way it works with our defense, and our special teams have really come on, and we've been able to really be solid in all 3 phases. Maybe not flashy, but very effective. And the way they work together has been it's really resulted in a big turnaround. But the kids' effort and the way they play, and the way the coaches are working with them, and the way the coaches work together, the camaraderie and the culture has just been truly outstanding.
We checked off 3 boxes from what you said last week you needed to do. Got off to a fast start.
Yep.
Check.
Yep.
With the Epperson
Yep.
touchdown run, and then the Adrian Johnson scoop and score, and the Elijah Hall pick, and then played great in the second half. Check. Played 4 quarters. Check.
Yep.
And with that big lead, 45-6 at the half, how much did it kind of feel like an exhibition game where you could start using the second and third string guys later in the game?
I wouldn't use the term exhibition game, but I would say we felt a lot better about subbing guys in and out, and there was a whole lot of kids that we wanted to get a look at, and so we got a chance to get them out there, get them on film, get them playing somebody besides ourselves, like practice tape that we watch all the time on them. But it felt really good for those young men to get out and get an opportunity to play and play in front of a home crowd, and it was a big reward for them. I mean, they put in a lot of work as well, and they're always giving looks, they're always helping out, and they got a chance to shine themselves. So it felt really good to get them to play.
And I noticed you didn't have Drew Martin, one of your 3, well now 4 quarterbacks on the final dress roster. Dalton Dale started and threw 3 touchdown passes. Then you brought in Carson Rogers, who I had seen in the Southwestern scrimmage, a couple months ago at the end of August. And then came big left-hander Jordan Flores, and Carson had the big touchdown pass of 57 yards to Jason Price. And boy, that was great seeing these guys. So you had a 4-headed running back. Now you have 4-headed quarterbacks, and they're all young. And where'd you get Flores? Wow, I was impressed with his arm. He had a good arm.
He came in last year. He got there late, so he didn't really have a chance to develop. And, that was kind of a tough deal. He was so far behind when he got here, but, he stuck with us. He works hard. And like you said, he's very, very talented. He's grasping the offense, getting better all the time. Got the big left arm. He's very strong. He's the biggest quarterback of all of them, as far as, height and weight. So I thought he came in and did a good job, and we were real pleased to get him out there and let him play. It was great.
Yeah, I was impressed with him, as I've been impressed with Dalton Dale and Drew Martin and Carson Rogers. So it'll be a 4-headed battle if you have all 4 of those guys next year. That's something to look forward to.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's great to have that many young guys that are that good and that competitive, and they all can play, and they're just going to keep making each other better. I mean, that's the bottom line, is just like the running back battle and the quarterback battle. The more competition you can create, the better off you're going to be in those positions.
And speaking of young guys, what kind of a rush is it for young guys to play?
Boy, I mean, I don't know. Their eyes were big the other day. They came off that field and their eyes were big, and they were excited. And I thought they played very well. I thought we tackled well. we blew a couple assignments on defense, nothing major, but letting the quarterback get out and run a little bit, and letting the back leak out a couple times. But man, outside of that, they were playing hard. I mean, they were bringing it. So I was very pleased with their effort, and like you said, man, they were definitely pumped up and excited to play.
11 penalties for 76 yards. I know that was one of the boxes. Did that get checked off, or does that still need to be cleaned up?
Still needs to be cleaned up some. We didn't have near as many pre-snap penalties, and so I was happy about that. That was way down. Matter of fact, it was 6 less than the week before, so that's a definite improvement. But there were some calls I thought were close, and there were some that were just stupid on our part. But all in all, we did improve in that area, but we still got to continue to clean that up.
And the defense was, the offense was spectacular, scoring 69 points, and the defense, it seemed like every time we looked up or every play we called on defense against Texas College when they were on offense, it was like a sea of goal. There was like 3 or 4 guys that magnetically went to the quarterback or the ball. So I guess Coach Duckworth has to be feeling fine now.
He never feels fine. He's always wanting more and needing more, and that's good. And the reality is, defense scored 2 touchdowns, so the offense had 12 less points than that. But the offense was great. I mean, anytime you have the defense scoring touchdowns, it's always going to reflect that the time of possession didn't as much, or they didn't have this or that. But they cashed on their opportunities. I think we're the most efficient team in the Sooner Athletic Conference as far as red zone and yards per score. So that to me that's a sign of a great offense. And the defense really they were swarming on Saturday. And special teams had a good day. I was very happy with our special teams. I thought Blazer did a great job on his 1 punt. We had him kick off a bunch. It was senior day, and let him get that done. We were very efficient on the PATs and the field goals. So, and the field position that we gained through the field position battle of special teams was really good.
As we alluded to, 4-0, undefeated at Farrington this year. We only had 4 home games, so that was it, homecoming last weekend. Now the final 2 are on the road. So let's get right to it. You've been talking about Central Arkansas for a couple of weeks now. D1 school, an FCS school.
Right.
So they're 4-4, but size the Bears up for us, big Bears for us.
Well, you just said part of it. They're big, they're fast, they're physical, they're well coached. They don't make mistakes. They're a very sound football team. The losses they've had have been close. They're an FCS program, so they're a couple levels up, and they have a great tradition, great program. Well, like I said, just really sound. It's a chance for us to go and have a lot of guys that say, well, I think I'm D1. I should have been D1. Well, we're about to find out. You're going to get an opportunity to compete against some of the best that FCS has to offer. So we've got to really, really play well to be in the game with them. But it's a good measuring stick. Doesn't affect our conference standings. It gives us a chance to see how that level operates and plays. And so, yeah, it's a big opportunity for us.
Now, do you head up there on Friday via the bus?
Yeah, well, we think we are. You never know on the bus situations. They tell us we have a bus and that we're going to get going. So we'll just have to wait and see. But, yeah, we plan on going Friday. We'll have to go Friday morning. It's a long ride. Get there, get our kids settled down, get a walkthrough, get meetings, and just prepare as best we can for the game.
And that stadium looks beautiful. I saw it on their very nice website, purple and gray. I played on the blue, or did sidelines for SMU on the blue field at Boise State years ago, but purple and gray, that looks pretty cool. So is that intimidating to play on a different colored field, you think?
I'll let you know Monday.
Okay.
I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's a cool look. You say, well, hey, they got a purple and gray field. You're like, okay. But you see it, it's beautiful. They've done such a great job with that program.
Yeah.
And football is really, really important to them. And they've used it to build their school. And man, they've got a program that any coach should be proud to be a part of. And so we're just want to go up there and learn from some of the best and compete and see what it's all about.
And it's a bus trip on Friday north of Little Rock.
Yeah.
And as we said, they play on the purple and gray field. It's a 4 o'clock start.
Yes.
Now, we set the clocks back Saturday night, so you'll still be on daylight time.
Right.
But you might get a little bit of darkness. I was going to say it wouldn't be a true, if it wasn't daylight time, it wouldn't be a true, afternoon, late afternoon. But is that kind of
shoot
your wheels off a little bit rather than playing 2 o'clock like you've been playing?
I don't think it matters. I mean, I think that I think our guys are going to be ready to go, and it's not like when you go out to Arizona where the whole time zone switches and everything else. So that throws you off a lot more. 2 o'clock kickoff isn't as bad. I mean, we practice 3:30, so you know our clocks ought to be in pretty good shape as far as that's what we practice. That's what we normally do football. So let's. I'm hoping there's some carryover there.
How do you keep the club from being intimidated by the blue, I should say the purple and gray striped field and a D1 team?
That's a great question. You know, I don't know the answer to it. I mean, you just go out and play. Why, you know, we have nothing to lose in this game. Nobody expects us to go out and beat them. Everybody expects it to be, you know, a mauling and things of that nature. And it very well could end up that way, but it could end up that we go out and shock them. You don't ever know with football. And yes, that's kind of how we're approaching it. We're approaching it as another game with a big opportunity that doesn't really hurt us in the conference. So it's opportunity, opportunity, opportunity.
How healthy are you guys going into this game?
We're a little nicked up, a little banged up right now, starting to lose some kids, losing some starters. So we're going to have to hope our depth holds up and some guys will get an opportunity to step up and see what they can do.
Well, have a good trip on Friday. Hope things go smoothly with the bus situation, et cetera. And hope you show up and give those big Bears a battle on that purple and gray field.
Yeah, that's all we can do. We're going to play and play hard and let the chips fall.
Thank you, Coach Joe, and to our producer, Kenneth Flowers, athletic director, Ricky Dotson, Ryan Keating and his the SID and his Sports Information Department staff. For Coach Joe, I'm Jimmy the St. Christopher saying so long. We'll see you next time on 1st and 10.